Racing vlog. So we doing, everybody? My name is Tom, and today I'm doing another weekly race showcase, the series where I pick a random short track and a random date on their weekly racing program and go check out the sights and sounds. Today I'm at Freedom Motorsports Park, which doesn't actually have a weekly racing program. Instead, they do kind of the Weedsport-Style of scheduling and have 5 or 6 special event races. Today I'm at event number 2, which hosts the Empire Super Sprints as the main division, as well as a handful of other smaller divisions. That's all I have for an intro, so let's head on in and I'll tell you a little bit about this place. This 1/3 dirt oval was built in 1982, but only operated for a couple years, until Dan Hoffman in 1989 purchased the facility and operated it himself for nearly 2 decades. After that, the Speedway had some rocky footing to stand on, and from around 2009 to 2012, it looked like this facility was called South Arcade Speedway. Not a lot of history of the track during that time, so I'm going to say that with a grain of salt. And then from 2012 to 2015, the track shut down entirely. In 2015, Bob Reese purchased the track and has been operating himself and his family up until this year, where he announced over the off-season that he's planning on selling the track to the highest bidder, whether it's someone who wants to keep it a racetrack or not. So I made the trip out here today to make sure I'm able to document and capture what it's like at this track, just in case it gets sold to someone who tears it down and builds another farm in the area.
And to number 13, hailing from Rockville, Ontario. And this is the second time. Beautiful. So what do you think? Starting to wind him up, coming out of turn number 4. Giovanni out in front. Here comes Giovanni. We have a second heat of the mini stocks heading. So that will be the rescheduled late for the got a memorial here at the Freedom Motorsports Park, which we were looking to have a pretty good show last week until Mother Nature decided to wind them up into turn number 3. Central New York Speedway and the Weedsport Speedway. No travel to Eastern New York. It was
Morning guys, it's the next day. Looks like they got the track all gated up, so can't do my usual thank you guys for watching inside the track. But this has been Freedom Motorsports Park. I really like this place. This is it's a fast racetrack, and it put on some good racing. I'm sure people are gonna mention car counts or something like that, but even with like 5 cars in some features, it put on good shows, man. It was really entertaining to watch. Like I said in the intro though, this track is currently for sale, and the owner said he would like to keep it a racetrack. He would like to sell it to someone who wants to, but at the end of the day, he is just going to sell it to the highest bidder, so this place might not last much longer, even till the end of the season. Who knows what's going to happen. So again, here is the schedule for the remainder of the year. If you would like to try to come out to visit this place while you still can, just in case. Hey guys, Editing Tom here. It is Tuesday, June 10th. I'm actually editing the video right now, and I went to the track's Facebook page so I can make sure I get the correct spelling of all the drivers who won feature races last weekend. And I just see now that the track made a major schedule announcement where they're going to cancel 4 out of the 5 remaining races in 2025, leaving just a makeup on July 10th and an All-Star Circuit of Champions show on September 5th. So sorry if you were interested in making any of the other races in the schedule I just posted, but this is breaking news. It looks like the owner is just going to use that time to work on some upgrades on the track, including a camping area, which kind of interests me. But really thankful I was able to make it out to this track when I did, and that I wasn't planning on getting to any of these other shows, because I'm not sure I would have been able to make any of these anyway. So sorry about that if you were wanting to hit these races, but you know, I guess it's a good thing they announced this before I posted the video. So anyway, back to the rest of the outro. And it's stuff like this is why I always say support your local at the end of the videos, because if you don't support your locals, then this sport, this hobby that we love, might not last as long as we would like it to. So if you guys like the video, please drop a like, drop a comment if you have ever been to this place before. I love reading about that stuff. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. I always forget to plug those in these videos, but I post behind the scenes stuff all the time there. Subscribe for more. I'm at a different track just about every video. And as always, support your local. All right.